discuss the changes in the Singapore Parliament House over the past decades. The old Parliament House building is the oldest surviving government building in Singapore, and it stands on the banks of the Singapore River. The Singapore River is the place where Sir Stamford Raffles first landed on when he arrived in Singapore. It has undergone many changes in its ownership, function, and architecture over the past decades. The ownership of the Parliament House has changed hands over the decades. The Parliament House was initially owned by a Scottish merchant, John Maxwell, who was based in Java. It was used as his private residence. In 1822, Raffles returned to Singapore and was furious to find a residence being built on the land he had allocated for government use. Thus, the government rented Maxwell's house for his court and other officers at 500 rupees per month. Later in September 1841, Maxwell's residence went up for auction, which Thomas Church, the resident councillor, purchased the buildings with a bid of $15,600 on behalf of the government. Hence, from 1841 onwards, the building is owned by the government. The function of the Parliament House has also changed over the decades. The old Parliament House was initially built as the residence of John Maxwell, a Java merchant, and the house was bought over by the government to establish the courthouse. The old Parliament House, which is now known as the Art House at Old Parliament, is currently a multidisciplinary arts venue which plays host to arts exhibitions and concerts. The Arts House was opened in March 2004. It is Singapore's newest art and heritage venue, and it showcases how the arts has become a fundamental basis in life through connection with the artists and their works. Built in 1827, Singapore's first courthouse and Old Parliament House is the only gazetted government building designated as a multidisciplinary arts centre. The Arts House at the Old Parliament has been restored with spaces for visual and performance arts, plus special cultural events. Singapore's Parliament now operates out of the new Parliament building located a stone's throw away. The new Parliament House was built as a venue for the parliamentary debates and acts as a meeting place for the members of the Parliament. The architecture of the Parliament House has also changed over the decades. The old Parliament House was designed by architect George Coleman, who had helped Raffles with his town plan of 1822. Coleman's design was in the English Neo-Palladian style. Later, the old building was restored.
Extensions to the courthouse were made in 1875, 1901 and 1909. Many alterations were also made to the architecture of the buildings. The buildings were transformed from the Palladian style to the Victorian architecture. The bronze elephant located in front of the old Parliament House was a gift to Singapore in 1872 from His Majesty, Supreme King of Thailand, as a token of gratitude following his stay here. However, the new Parliament House does not have the statue. This Parliament building was constructed due to the space constraints of the old Parliament House. Due to its settings in a richly historical area, the building's overall design replicates the historical neighbours with its grey external colour scheme. On the other hand, its liberal use of emphasized columns is a reflective of the colonnade design common in classical architecture. Besides, the expansive, beautiful garden, auditorium, cafeteria, gymnasium, underground car park, library, and members' room are some of the best facilities in the new Parliament House. The auditorium offers 170 seats, and its cozy cafeteria is able to accommodate up to 100 people.